dude?
Morning, bruh.
Morning.
What's going on? Stood.
Oh, you know, another day, another dollar, man. Another day, another dollar.
Bro, it's actually more than another dollar for you. Fuck yeah, well done, man. Awesome.
I just signed the offer letter, Aaron.
Yeah, boy.
Just signed the offer letter. It's official.
All right, so you obviously got everything that you wanted from, the extras and medical and whatnot.
Medical looked fucking amazing. The amount that I was asking for, I got. So fuck, bro. I can't. Zero complaints, dude. And you know what, Aaron? This is a year, bro. I looked at my start date with these guys. It was
Fuck, bro.
August 1.
Shit.
August 1. So we're a few weeks away from that. August 1 of 24, dude. And I'll tell you this, Aaron. If you remember, bro, when I went on that journey, it was so scary because that was only supposed to be a temporary thing.
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
It was a contract, and they were like, hey, you got something till the end of the year. And I'm like, well, fuck. Okay. Got something till the end of the year. Fuck it. We're gonna have to move quick. We're gonna have to figure it out. It's a lot of fucking patience, dude. A lot of what did we say yesterday, bro? Is that the mind just messes with you, bro, in just so many ways. It's insane.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
fuck yeah. Absolutely. Because I've been sort of thinking about that because as a kid we get told to do the 9 to 5, go to school, get an education, like all the shit that my parents and and my parents have done. But that's not reality. That's not what kind of gets us ahead. Because here in Australia, we've got what's called superannuation, and your employee, the employer has to pay super out of your wages. So that's an extra 12% on top of normal wages. The problem is that even though that super, that 12% per week or per month or whenever you get paid goes into a super account, you can't touch it until, you're 65. So
oh wow.
it's kind of like your retirement. It's a little bit like your 412s that you have in
Okay.
the States, similar to that. Now, obviously, what that does is that when they want to increase, well, the government says that, hey, we're going to increase your amount that goes into your super. So it was 9%, now it's 12%. Wages are going up. Not only do wages go up, but also the business itself needs to go, fuck, we've got to find more money here. So they put their costs up, or whatever goods they're selling, they go up. Also, the other issue is that there was a large superannuation company has gone bust. So people are
Damn.
losing their money. It's a little bit like what we're seeing with the 412s or 4012s in the States. What was it a few years ago that there were a lot of companies that went, that's it, we're
Yeah.
out, we're done. And these are these what are they? The private equity and private investment companies that
Yeah.
are putting all this money into startups or in all this money into businesses that are literally just going under. So
Crashing. Yeah.
we're starting to see that. We're starting to see that, sadly. So I see all these people that have got all this money. And now here's the other fucking kicker. Like all these old people that have put all this money into their super, and some have even put more money in to have more money to retire on. $3 million these days is not much. So what the government's doing is unrealized. So like if they turn around and determine that your super is going to hit $3 million by the time you retire, we're going to tax you another 15%. So what the Australian government's doing here is it's called unrealized gains. So they're going to tax you on something that they assume is going to increase in value over a period of time. We're going to tax you more. So we're going to tax you now for what we think it's going to be worth in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the track. How fucked up is that, bro?
Does it surprise me, Aaron? Let me ask you this. Does it surprise you, bro? I guess that's the real question. I just feel
When
like if I feel like everything's on the table now, dude. At this point, there's just nothing that shocks me anymore.
mm,
Fucking new the everything that we hear and everything that happens is just like can't even your jaw can't even drop to the floor anymore, bro, because you're like, fuck.
well, yeah, yeah,
Any
yeah.
way, any way possible.
Any way they're gonna fucking screw us. Do they have in the States, like I don't know if it's in Colorado, but do they actually have like when you die, they give it's a tax on your estate or a tax on what's
Only
left?
if, only if, and again, for those that are watching that know more than I do, I'd love for you to chime in. But I think it's only, bro, if you don't have a will. And I
Right.
think that's what it is that if it's just free reign, they can take your fucking property, dude, and it doesn't even go to next of kin. It gets wrapped up in judicial courts and they just don't. So I think that's, it when you talk about what you can control in those situations, it's like, okay,
Mm.
well, fuck, what, no matter what, I'm at the mercy of it, but what can I do to at least better the situation for my family, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Aaron, let me say this, bro, since we're on that, let me say this. Everybody sits here, bro. Everybody that listen to, I would do anything for my family. I would do this for my family. I would do that for my family. And bro, the simplest shit, such as healthy. Healthy doesn't mean fucking diet and go do a show and go do this and go do that. But dude, you say you would do all this stuff for your family, but you're out here eating like shit, looking like shit, entitled as shit, and it's all me, me, me. And it's like, but I would do anything for my family. Well, let's see. Do you have a will? Do you have things in place that if something were to happen this very minute, your family would be fine? The answer is no. Then would you do anything for your family? Or are you just saying that because it sounds fucking good and because you just want to sound like a man or you want to sound like you got everything under control? Fuck it, bro. None of us do, man.
No, fuck
None
no.
of us do. But
No. Some of
put
us
the
are just
shit
working
in,
it out as we
but
go along.
but dude, put the shit in place that you need to put in place so that this shit doesn't happen.
Mm, mm. Should do an intro, huh?
Guess we have to, right?
Welcome to a Focus Warrior podcast. This is Aaron. That is John. John Alvarado from Colorado.
Colorado. Aaron, let's see, Aaron Braithwaite from
There's no,
Australia, the Gold Coast.
there's,
See, I can't even flow, dude. It can't even
there's
flow.
no
I'm like thinking
fucking
the
ring.
Gold Coast. You can't do it, bro.
No ring at all. Oh, fuck.
We'll get you
Welcome.
hooked up, man. Don't worry. We
Welcome,
got
guys.
another
Welcome.
1,000 episodes, bro. We're good.
Yeah, 100%. Now, also, what I wanted to quickly remind everyone is that don't forget the mind and muscle movement that John and I have put together. That is still kicking on. We are waiting and
You
willing.
guys got to get on this thing. Aaron, tell him at
Mhm.
97 bucks.
97
97
USD,
bucks.
97
Dude,
USD
and you know
for
what, Aaron?
over 30 years of
Aaron,
experience, bro. Yeah.
I gotta start us off with this, man. Just so we're talking about our mind and muscle movement, right? It's like 97 bucks, you get 40 plus years of experience between mind and muscle, right? And the thing is, bro, is that it's people look at it and probably go, "Oh, that's dirt cheap. They must be shit." And you're more wrong, right, by saying that. But here's the other thing, man. The reason what really inspired me and how I know we're doing the right thing is if you look up, and those watching, listening, you may already know this, but you may not have heard of these guys, Aaron, but they're here in the States. They're called the Savannah Bananas baseball team, right? Dude,
Yes,
this
I've
is
seen
not,
a
have
little
you heard
bit.
about it?
I've seen, oh,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. Dude, I'm glad you
Okay.
have because
Is that
I've
a
been
game?
listening to the guy that started it.
Yeah.
Dude is a fucking king, man. I mean, he said when they started that they charged 15 bucks for the whole experience. And I'm talking
Yep.
about ticket, food, all the food you want, all the
Jeez.
drinks, dude, everything. And then the lady interviewing him said, "Well, how do you even make money?" He goes, "We're not making." He's like, "In the beginning, it wasn't about the money." He was like, "And even now, it's increased to 35 bucks." He
Yeah.
goes, "That's nothing." He goes, "And to be quite honest, we're not in that business. We're in the business of entertainment." So, dude, the fact that you can get into one of their games and they're selling out, they just sold out Fenway Park. If you're familiar with Fenway Park, dude, Fenway Park is in Boston.
Mm.
That's your iconic stadium. They fucking sold it out. They fucking sold it out, dude. And you mean to tell me that people aren't itching for something like this? It's dirt cheap. It's great entertainment. This dude puts on one hell of a show. Everything I've seen, epic. And dude stays there, man. If people want his autograph, they showed a video on TikTok. him staying there. And they're like, all right, people, you got to clear out of here. And he goes, no, no, no. I'm staying here till I sign every last person's, memorabilia or whatever they have.
Damn.
And they're like, no, no, no. They said, and he's like, I'll veto that. You just don't worry about it. Stayed till the very last fan, dude.
Holy shit.
I'm just saying, man, there's people out here, and that's how you
Yeah.
get your fucking return, Aaron. 97 bucks gets you one hell of a return for me and Aaron.
Oh yeah.
And all we're doing it for is the love of what we do, bro. And tell me I'm wrong. You love what you do so much. And this is what I tell people, man. Don't get into something that you don't absolutely love and that you wouldn't do it for free.
Agree. Agree.
You love it. That's why you've been in the muscle game for 30 plus years, Aaron.
Yep.
Dude. And then my journey came a little bit different, but I was still shaping minds prior to everything that happened in my life. I was still shaping
Mhm.
minds. I was still in love with it, and it just so happens to now be a part of who I am. But dude, I'll ask everybody that. Would you do what you're doing for free? If not, get the fuck out of the business.
Is that like the Globetrotters of basketball? Is that basically
Yes,
that?
same
Yeah.
type of vibe, dude. And I just think this one blew up because the Globetrotters back in the day, dude, we didn't have social media back then,
Yep.
right? If you
Yep.
just you found out through the fucking newspaper, right? If anybody knows what a newspaper is, old man
Right.
alert here, right? If you know what a newspaper is, right? But that's how you found out that the Globetrotters were in town, or you just saw a commercial, right? But now, dude, the bananas, bro. You look on TikTok right now. I mean, I'm calling him out just because I was watching some stuff on him earlier. I'm saying, man, how you can go to a rockin' game that's more entertainment than baseball and 35 bucks and that includes your food, dude, unheard of,
Oh,
bro. And
dude.
the dude does it so good.
Okay, if we're talking about including food, and if you're one of the guys or ladies and kids, family that goes to either an AFL game, goes to an NRL game here, goes to any kind of sport here in Australia, you're paying 35 bucks for a fucking hot dog on its own.
Thank you. Thank
On
you.
its fucking own. So that's not even your entry into the field, like into the arena. Damn. But
I'm just, dude. And that's, it just correlates nicely, Aaron, with what we're doing, man. And people want to look at the price and go 97 bucks. I'm probably not going to get good value. No, you're going to get excellent value, and you just realize that Aaron and I are doing it for the community. And obviously, we're taking a page out of the Bananas book because he said it best. He said, "I want to gather people.
mm,
I want people to come and be entertained. That's what we want." And the price has nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna. He goes, "I don't want to gouge people." Well, that's what Aaron and I don't want to do. We don't want to
yeah,
fucking gouge you. We know you work hard for your money. Aaron just said it. Look what they're doing to us right now with the money. We don't have a lot of it to just be dishing out on whatever. So, man, if we could find some either entertainment or some really high value stuff for a really good price, such as 97 bucks, I'm jumping all over that, Aaron. You better believe you. If I had a mentor like that right now that was like, hey, 97 bucks, all over it, dude.
I agree.
All over it, man.
And then you got
100%.
to,
Where do I sign?
oh, fuck. I think you just got to ask yourself a question. If you're constantly telling yourself that you don't like where you're at, but you're not willing to invest in yourself, it's like, just shut up. Just shut up. Look, this is not a personal attack on people at all. All I'm saying is that if you're looking at yourself and you're constantly telling yourself that you either don't like where you're at, you don't like physically where you're at, or there's aspects of your life that you want to change, yet you're not willing to put the effort in to change those things, then there's no point in you arguing and there's no point in you complaining about where you're at because you're not willing to put in the time, put in the effort, um, you know, put in the investment to seek the help of the people that are there to hold you ultimately accountable in whatever it is that you're wanting to change. You can
Yeah.
have a look at, all right, you want to change your bank account. Changing your bank account is a thought process. Change the way you think. Change the way you think, change the way that your relationship with money is, and even just look outside the square about where that money can go or where you can put money to make you more money. It's
And,
really
and it's
simple.
scary, dude. I think that's what it is, Aaron.
Um,
I think that first step for people, it's like, man, I have this 200 bucks in my account, and my mentor keeps telling me that I need to go and find an account to put it in to make more of it. He's telling me to, not telling me, but just maybe giving me some advice on what I could do with this 200 bucks. And I'm so afraid to let it go. I don't want to let it go. I just, man, took me so long to even just make this 200 bucks. I don't want to get rid of it. And dude, that's the part that's scary for people is taking that first step, realizing that it really is money that you have to walk away from.
Mm.
You have to put it and walk away from it. And that's the power of investing that people, the billionaires do it like it's freaking right, like it's so easy, right? But just think about, every day's like us. It's like we're holding on to every dollar, but if you just take some of it, and I've
Some of it.
heard this so
Yep.
many times from so many people that are so successful, and they're like, "This is what I do," and I just have so much respect for that, bro, because now I'm finally going, "This sucks, but I got to do this. I got to do it and walk away because otherwise I'm gonna cry the whole time because I'm so mad because this is the first check I had a few $100 left, and I mean to tell me I got to go invest it now. It's scary for people, and so I understand that. But to your point, once you take one step, then you take another step, and then pretty soon you're like, okay, it's not as scary as it seems. Maybe I'm just putting it all up here and it's too much. Just just fucking do it. And I promise you, there's no results that are guaranteed, Aaron. We know that. But dude, it's so much better than not doing it, right?
Oh, true. I mean, we are not financial experts, but here's the thing.
No.
And you know what? Look, I think it also comes down to the fact of why did we get into network marketing in the first place? I mean, if I had, say, $1,000, and look, let's look at the stats. 60 to 70% of, it's actually close to even 70% of Australians have less than $1,000 in their bank account. There is, I think it's 60%, and the stats are actually very close in America as well.
Yeah.
There's 60% of Australians that are literally living paycheck to paycheck. So here's the thing, and look, I'll put myself in the category, obviously, of where I've been a lot is paycheck to paycheck. Is
Yeah.
that all the advice I got from people in the know that were making money in something that I wanted to invest in? You look at network marketing. Network marketing is a business, literally in a box for a lot of people. And the investment's not huge. All it takes is time and learning and recoaching, and then uh, being the business owner for whatever it
Right.
is in network marketing you're looking at doing. Because you can make some serious fucking money, like serious money. I mean, how many people do we know in both our respective businesses that are making $1 million a year?
Yeah.
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 So look, all you need to do is that, again, it's you trusting yourself and that ability when it comes to network marketing. That's one side of it. The other side, you're looking at now crypto, you're looking at financial investment. And I always got told, only put money in that you're willing to lose because there's a risk,
Right.
as you said before. You know, you put it into crypto. There's all these dodgy meme coins out there that all of a sudden one day they're there, they've made a whole heap of money, and then the next day they're gone. No
They're
different
gone.
to yeah,
Yeah.
no different to the share market. You put money in the share market, there's a high chance that you're going to lose your money. There's a
So
risk.
you have to be willing to walk away from it. And
Yeah.
I think when people hear that, they go, I'm not ready to walk away from it, right? And that's this vicious cycle that you get into, Aaron.
Mm.
And not to mention, bro, there are a lot of scams,
Fuck
right, Aaron?
yes.
There's a
Oh,
lot of
dude.
scams, bro. And you have to, you just have to. There's such a lot of moving parts in it where you
Mm.
have to be mindful and listen to people. And I think that's the most important thing, Aaron, especially as a coach, man. That's one thing I've had to really learn and tap into is listen
Mm.
to what they're telling you. People are explaining themselves on who they are to you. All you got to do is shut up and listen.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with scammers, bro. They will sit there and scam you. And
Uh,
if you just pull too early, guess what? You're not in.
our
But
Indian
you can ask
friends.
all the right questions and just pay attention, man. And you'll know when you're being scammed.
Oh, actually, I caught up with a friend yesterday, and she was talking to me about an ex-boyfriend of his. Met someone online, someone from the US, Florida of all places, and it was all through SMS. There was no, and this is WhatsApp, and WhatsApp we know WhatsApp's got there's a lot of dodgy shit that happens on there because it's easy. It's easily accessible by anyone. So there were no voice messages, there was no video calls, there was nothing. There was nothing. It was just SMS, and he fell in love. Um, and this chick, or maybe fucking this dude in India, I don't know where, like whatever. But he was sending money. He was sending money to this fake person in the States. And look, I hear that.
Wow.
I hear that a lot. Like, well, there's even been news articles of old ladies that have been scammed of their retirement fund from,
Yeah.
so-called
Yeah.
lovers and what. And yeah, it's a sad one. But it's like, guys, Come on. All it takes is a little bit of intelligence to, again, I'm not calling these people stupid. They're gullible, and you just need to be
Well,
really fucking aware.
Aaron, let's not even say gullible, man, but what about vulnerable? What
Yeah.
about if you're just down to the last wire, man? You're just like, I have no place to turn. That's the problem, is the vulnerable, the
Mm,
ones that are just so fed up,
mm,
right? And they all of a sudden meet somebody who just so happens to be the wrong person.
mm, mm.
And then they go, oh man, you're saying all the right things. Man, maybe this is a sign. Maybe I do need to put my money here because you just, I'm at my wit's
Yeah.
end. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Help me. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're scammed. So
Yeah.
vulnerability, dude, that has a lot to do with it, man. It really does.
Well, yeah, and look, I've been played, and I'm going to name and shame. It was Cash FX. It was like it was. I think it was a bit of a pyramid scheme, to be honest. But there was initial return on investment, and the initial return on investment, I know people were like withdrawing that money, so they were using it, which is great. But cut a long story short, all of a sudden it just went dead, where there was no communication from anyone head office or whatever. And we're talking about this is worldwide. I don't know how much money these guys fucking scam from people, but the stories I started hearing in Australia that there was one lady in particular had like her parents or her mum passed away, left her a little bit of money. She invested $30,000 into this thing.
Whoa.
$30,000
Yeah.
gone, gone.
But
See you
see,
later.
Aaron, I'm going to tell you this, bro, and this is why I think I feel this way so strongly about that because I don't know necessarily that I was scammed by a previous company. I'm going to leave it remain nameless, but I will say this, man, is that the people that I was around, and that's why I moved with a little bit more of a cautious energy, but
Mm,
the people that I was around back then were just all about it, making six figures, hosting parties, you name it. I mean, I was engulfed. I was in, right? And so when this particular company changed its model, where you could no longer, do what they did in there, every single one of them left. Every single one of them jumped ship, and pretty soon it was boom, no more team, right? Everybody went their own separate ways, trying to pull you with them. I'm going to go here. This is what I'm going to do instead, blah, blah, blah. That's why I say, Aaron, to anybody doing this, I think first and foremost, you got to love what you're doing. You can't be convinced that this is your business, right? Because I think that's what problem is, Aaron, is that there's a lot of convincing, and we're not in the convincing game. You're not in the convincing game of, hey, I want to convince you to lose weight, or
mm,
I want you to be healthier in your mind. I want to convince you why you should do that. No, you need to get into so much pain that you want that for yourself. You look in the mirror and you're just not happy with the way you look. Well, like Aaron said, there's something you can do about it. Same thing with your mindset. If you just don't feel like you're having a battle in your head every single day, well, you need some coaching. Maybe you need some mentorship. Maybe you need some people that are talking different and can help you look at things from a different perspective. But bro, if it's just people going, "Hey, I'm going to convince you to be in my business and on my team, and you're going to run a business too, and you're going to this." Here's the thing, Aaron. You're meeting people now where they're not matching your energy. You're on chapter 20, they're on chapter 1. And you're telling them they're going to run a fucking business? Whoa, time out. I just met you. Don't give me your elevator pitch, right? I'm in turmoil over here. I just need you to
mm.
know that I need to know that you have my back. Can we start there? I'm overwhelmed. I don't have all this investment. I don't have all this stuff. You got to meet people where they're at, Aaron. This is the reason why I did the post that I did. I don't match energy. I set the standard. And when you set the standard, then people go, okay, well, I want to be on this standard, but I'm not there yet. Hence, that's when my coaching mind, my mentorship mind, everything kicks in. Because then I can see where you're at and I could go, okay, I know exactly where you're at. I was there too. You know what? Crazy, crazy story. Let me tell you some stories about it. You could tell me pretty soon, brother, you got a connection. Then you got a relationship that you're forming out of the result of it. Then pretty soon people start trusting you. You don't realize, Aaron, it's a process, brother.
Yep.
It's all a process. And people think you're just gonna, you're gonna show up with your fancy product and everybody's gonna love you. No, dude. Why do you think you and I, Aaron, we've been doing this 100 plus episodes and we're just now getting seen? Because
Excellent.
people need to realize that John and Aaron are the real deal. We're not fucking going nowhere. We're still here. We're not telling you bullshit just to tell you, just what it is, right? It's like, hey, Not only that, we combine programs to create a monster program for dirt ass cheap to be able to help those that don't feel like they're worthy enough to get that investment.
Yes, sir. That's it, guys. And I think the biggest thing is that, like, if you have questions, and everyone has questions, hey, we want you to ask. Ask the questions. Like, if there's concerns, if there's a money back guarantee. And look, with my programs, I give a money back guarantee. You don't do all the things I'm asking you to do, I'm going to give you your money back if you don't get any results. But let me be clear, is that there are check-ins that I want you to do. There's making sure that you're doing all the workouts that you do. I want you to make sure that you're eating the food that I want you to eat. And here's the other thing with this program. Like, and I charge thousands for one-on-one training. Like, when you join this program, I'm going to be giving you a personalized training program, and I'm going to give you a personalized nutrition plan. You ask any coach, any online coach, any face-to-face coach, what that will cost.
Dude,
And it's really,
a nutrition plan alone, Aaron. Good man, dude. You're literally just, I mean, you're serving it up, dude. It's crazy to me how people are not jumping on this more quick.
do they not like the accountability? Hey, I'm not the easy coach. I'm not the coach that's going to turn around to you and go, yeah, okay, I understand what's going on at the moment. I understand you're struggling. And that's where John comes in from a mindset perspective. It's like, are you really struggling, or are you just making excuses here? And look, I just want you to do the shit. I just want you to do the protocols. Whatever protocols we're putting in place, just execute. Execute. We're not
Yep.
asking you to do it in a specific time frame. We're not asking you to do it. No, and obviously, there's weekly protocols that we want you guys to do. There are foundations that I want you to go through when it comes to your training. So there are things that we want you to absolutely do, and you've got a time frame on these things. But during the week, it's like if I want you to do 4 sessions a week, it's like I don't care what days you do them on, just give me 4 workouts. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. But here's the thing, and you said it before. It's like there are some people that are just not there. And it's like, okay, if you're not there, but you're complaining about where you are, but you want to be somewhere else, but you're afraid to not take that initial step, well, I embrace failure. I embrace everyone that comes on board with me. It's like you need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable because there's some new shit, there's some new stuff that I'm going to get you to do, whether it be eating more food than you normally do, drinking more water than you normally do, moving more than you normally do. There's going to be some uncomfortable times. And if you're if you and again, this is where John comes in to be able to coach you through the mindset of you embracing that uncomfortable. Because if you embrace the uncomfortable, there's going to be change at the end of the day. And that's what you need to keep walking towards and keep stepping towards is that there is change. It will take as long as it takes. The effort you put in will determine on the result that you're going to get out. So if you're prepared to go all in, whether it be all in a business and network marketing, and doing all the things you need to do, which are uncomfortable most of the time. If you absolutely look at our program and you do all the mindset stuff that John's going to ask you to do, you do all the physical stuff that I'm going to ask you to do, there's absolutely a guarantee that there's a change at the end of this. It
Mm.
absolutely. The thing is that you just need to be willing to do things differently. And a lot of people are in that comfort bubble where it's again, whether it be a mindset of are you afraid of change? Are you afraid of what people are going to say when you do change? Because here's the thing, we say it all the time, is that when you go through change, people turn around and say, "Oh my God, you've changed."
Yeah.
And we've come up with a really great response to that. You turn around to them and go, "I'm glad you've noticed."
Thank you. Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Yeah, look, and I don't want to harp on this too much. The program's there. Jump on, either message out to myself or John. We will put you in our private Facebook group, $97 per month. Um, and look, I was going to put out another program that was $97 or $147 Australian per month, but I was going to lock you in for 12 months. We're
Mm.
not locking you in for 12 months for here. All we want you to do is we just want you to see through 3 months, 3 months minimum,
3 month commitment. Hmm.
12 weeks. We want to see you
Yep.
that. But,
Because here's the deal: after those 3 months, Aaron, you're gonna want more. You won't stop. That's
because
the
it'll be
thing is
change.
because you'll change, you'll
Yep.
start to see the change, you'll start to feel the change. In the gym, you'll see it, you'll see results. Mindset wise, you'll be looking at things differently, and you start to leave the person that you've always been behind. I think that's the scary part for people as well, bro.
Mm.
Is that alone is I've always been this way. I don't want to change. I don't know if I have it in me to change. I don't think I can do this. And that's where it all stays in that vicious loop where that's the reason why we got to activate that brain and go, you know what? That story is played out. What if we insert a few new pages and start there? That's the thing, man. It's one step in front of the other. It's not going to happen overnight, but it is going to happen.
Be in control of your own destiny. It's about time that you actually started, grabbing that fucking bull by the horns.
That's right.
Yeah, bro. So there you go.
100%.
I'm really excited by that program. Yeah, like because obviously the programs I do on my own, with people one on one. I mean, they're getting fantastic results, and to be able to bring this together, and in conjunction with yourself, I'm just truly excited by it. And hey guys, it's there. Let's go. Let's make this all happen because we're
Do
on
it.
this journey with you, like as we said at the start.
Yeah. Yeah. And Aaron, the thing is, man, is I just can't wait because how active it's going to be. When we start getting this group together, it's like you and me leading these things, and then not just once a week, but just checking in, putting a bunch of stuff in the community. The thing is, it's such an exclusive group. We're not posting there now. We don't want you to get the information just yet. We want you to be exclusive.
Mm.
So when you're exclusive, you get Aaron and I on demand. And that's the beauty part about this. And technology makes it way too easy now where we can actually do this. My boys in Australia, I can give them a call right now. Come on now. There's no excuse. We
Yep.
can get there. We can all get there.
Fucking love it. So, guys, once again, if you want some more information, all you need to do is either comment under this video on YouTube, comment under this podcast on Spotify or Apple, or reach out to John. What's your handle again, John, on Insta?
It's John Alvarado 5280, and between the John and the Alvarado is an underscore.
And we're on all socials. So John's on LinkedIn, Facebook, Insta, TikTok, like he's all over.
You'll
Same with
find
me.
me.
Same with me. Yeah,
Find us.
it's pretty easy. Actually, I don't know. I've been in jail many times. I don't know if you can find me anymore. Anyway, I'm still there. Like I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Like I'm all over Instagram, and yeah, just search Aaron Braithwaite, and you'll be able to find me, and you'll see this handsome bloody profile photo.
There you
So,
go. There you go.
so, dude, like obviously we weren't even going to talk about our program. It kind of just flowed into it, but I'm glad we did. But other than that, dude, we've got a few minutes to finish this thing off. How has life been for you this week compared to the week before?
Um, This week, Aaron, was really good. I came full circle with an opportunity that I've been working for this job now for just about a year. And, offer letter came in, man, made it official. No more contract work, actually going back in, fully excited about the opportunity. Stayed super patient, even though my mind was battling me like crazy. And, bro, I think when I calmed everything down and I kind of like cleared out the noise, I can't even tell you, Aaron, it's when I did that is when things move. I don't know if this ever happens to anybody else, but when you just calm it down and get all the craziness out of your head, it starts to open up
Oh yeah,
in weird, crazy ways, man. And I didn't, was holding on so tight, hoping and praying and wishing and all these things. And the second I went, it's fine. It'll happen when it's going to happen. Second I said that, Aaron. Second I said that. I'm not even kidding you, and I'm not exaggerating about that. I literally got a message, "Hey, can I call you?" And it was the recruiter
fuck,
with an
awesome.
offer.
And that's a massive win. And look, we're all about celebrating wins as well, but we're not also celebrating the wins and staying in the celebration. It's celebrate the win
No,
and
because
it's
now it's time to work.
yeah, yeah,
Now it's time to work, man. And so
yeah.
anyway, Aaron, I say that all to you because that's been my week. That's how it was. Wife, daughter, a few friends, they all took off on a girls' trip. So I'm a little bit of a bachelor this week, but I'm gonna say this, Aaron, bachelor with a mission. I'm not kidding you when I tell you this, Aaron. Everything has moved exactly the same since my wife left. And what I mean by that is still got up at 4:30 in the morning, still went to the gym, still came home. My food's still been good. I didn't fall. See, because this is the thing, Aaron. I only call this out because the old John, soon as the wife would leave, I'd be ordering pizzas, knocking back a few
Sloth.
brews, hanging out, just just doing shit just to do it. But then on Monday morning, going, "Oh, guys, I'm back." Blah, blah, I was living, way back then. It's a long time ago.
The
living two
binge.
different lives, trying to be this, positivity guy, and then all of a sudden on the weekend falling off when no one was watching. Well, no one's watching right now, and I'm still doing the things that I need to do. That's how I know it's got real, man.
And I love that you said no one's watching them. You just get away with fucking shit. But the thing is, though, that once you start putting yourself back in front of people, they fucking notice.
Oh,
They notice.
100%
They
they notice.
notice on, yeah, they notice on the way you look, and it's like, dude, come on, you let yourself go. Look at you, fuck.
Wait a minute. Hold on
Yeah.
a second.
But they also will know that there's no authenticity in everything that you're saying because you're full of shit.
Right. And I don't like that, Aaron. And that's the thing. I don't want to hide behind another persona. So I'm like, no, no, no. Tomorrow is my day at my office. Tomorrow I will be recording content like I always do every single week. I could take tomorrow off, Aaron, but why would I do that?
Mm.
Why would I do that to me? And that's the thing that people got to get, man, is that you could do some stuff quietly by yourself. No one's ever going to see you, right? The problem with that is, that's too
Yep.
many
Yep.
people.
Yeah, I agree. And we don't hold ourselves, to a highest level of accountability as we should.
Mm,
And we're waiting for
that's
other people to call
100%.
us out on their bullshit. And then when someone does call us out on their bullshit, you crack the shits. Fuck, I see it all the time. I see it all the time.
Right.
And I
Right.
love what you said before, when it matters to us. And the one thing that I've got a little bit of merch coming for the Warriors Shit Coaching Program. And
Uh-oh.
on the back,
Yes.
on the back, big bold letters is strength, purpose, authenticity, and that's what we should live by. And if you don't live
Mm,
by that, then you do not belong in my program because I'm going to call
wow.
you out on your bullshit, and you've got to be turning around and going, "Yeah, you fucking called me, coach." But
Damn.
I do not want to call you out on your bullshit. I want you to call you out on your bullshit first before I do, because if I catch you out on your
Yes.
bullshit, then game over, game over.
That's too many people, right? That's now two
Yeah.
people that know you and your coach. That's too many people, bro.
Yeah,
No, you don't want
yeah.
that.
So we got some things coming. We got some things coming in the pipeline. And I think that like at the end of the day, it's like whether or not you're working towards business, whether or not you're trying to improve a relationship, whether or not you're wanting to improve your physical being and who you are, you have to step into, and we say it, step into the fire. You need to step into that thing that scares you the most. We talk about it
Do it.
all the time. Have a look at our last 100 podcasts, and the things that we've talked about is that if you're not willing to step into and run towards that fear, then there's not going to be change. There's going to be the same version of you, and you're going to be stepping more into scarcity, and you're going to be stepping more into that victim mentality, and you're going to get lost. So, guys, just
There it
bloody
is.
do the right thing by you.
By you. Exactly. Right. And that's Aaron, that's best way to describe it, man. Do right by you.
Yeah, buddy.
And everything else, man. Everything else is just it's so cool the way that the universe kind of shapes around that is when you
Agreed.
do right by you. It's the coolest thing. So yeah, man.
Agreed.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Well, that kind of started really differently. But hey, at the end of the day, we got this thing going. We had a really cool conversation, and I hope you guys got some value from it. I know you did. But yeah, like I said, either reach out to John or I, not only the program, but if you have any questions, any queries, jot them in. Let us know where you're at. Let us know what you think. And if you love the show, share it. Share it with people that
Share
you
it.
love. Share it with a brother and a sister who you feel needs to hear this message today.
We're here for it. We're here for it, brother.
Yeah, boy. All right. Thank you, stud. Appreciate your time, bruh.
Cheers, mate.
Nailed it. Nailed it. All right, guys. Thank you
Nailed
very
it.
much. Love you all.
Take care.